What if there was a marriage, right? And why are you giving me that look? No, I've wondered this
when we
though.
say marriage, I'm not married. Yeah, so.
No, but I'm talking about people in general. And the wife and husband are so compatible with their communication that the husband could say, honestly, there's this coworker at work that she's being flirty with me, and I'm kind of having a desire to, sleep with her. Because if you can say that, right, there's women that will snap
That's
on
a
you.
whole nother level.
Listen. There's women that will snap on you, right, and be like, oh, hell no. But what if you're that close? Because when that happens, right, you can look, where are we not connecting? Mm-hmm. Because if you are extremely connecting with someone, I don't care how good someone, you don't want anyone else.
Yeah.
That's how I am anyways. When I don't want anyone else if I'm connecting. But if there's a lack of connection, and then to be able to talk about that, where then they can see where we're connecting, or is that something that is just out of bounds, like that just could never happen?
Well, I
mean, you could be that honest.
Yeah, honestly, my parents are pretty honest with each other. Like, I value their relationship, and I admire them. They've been married. They have a really openness about the desire. So my mom will be like, yeah, she got a shape, but it's not going to look like that in 20 years, so you can look now. And she's like, mine still look like, they have a relationship. Like, my dad might, see a waiter and be like, Andy, did you know her? And she's like, I know what you're doing. You want me to look so you can get another look in. And it's like, that's fun. I mean, like, you have to keep this excitement.
That's way more fun, than having that the jealousy. Yeah, like what we were saying
it's
earlier.
Good to have like a little bit of jealousy, some
being
playfulness,
fun.
jealousy.
But just even being playful in everyday life, right?
I got
and
a
not
funny
taking
story.
life too serious.
Yep.
Funny story. When I was about,
I'll push that mic just a tad closer to you too.
When I was a little boy, my goddad at the time, Steve Rollins, rest in peace, was the head of security operations for the Minnesota Vikings, and he wanted to do a good deed. I don't know if it was for my birthday or something, but he took all the boys, all my friends, probably about 30, 40 kids from church to this Vikings practice or whatever, and you had their parents, and then we were going there, and he gave us a tour of the place after we got off the field, and all these married couples were with his people and their parents, and then we had to go to the locker room. And when we went to the locker room, people started yelling. I remember I was a little boy, and like one of the guys that had just firstly gotten, he was a newlywed. He went and stood in front of the door. I'm just gonna back it up, and like, so the Vikings were in there, and they were showering, and they was like, man, I love my wife, but I can't let her see this. And so like the women were like, we want to go. No, you can't go in this locker room, right? Not right now. You got to come back. But I was remembering, like, when I was a little boy, I was like, man, them people were like really about like, don't let them women in here, because if these women see what's in this locker room, they're probably not coming back. Yeah. It's like, I remember I was a little boy, I was like, oh my God, these guys are like freaking horses, man. It's like, it's like I wouldn't want my dad was just like, yeah, I told your mom, if you come in this locker room, you're probably not coming back with me. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, you got to be able to ignore, like, there's other good looking people. There's
always somebody hotter.
Yeah,
that's what I tell myself. There's somebody hotter than me. There's a dude with a bigger dick than you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's good to have that sense of humbleness.
Yeah, and then that's why it's good to endorse, like, knowing your individual, because a woman, you can make a woman do all kind of orgasms and fulfill every sexual desire. But then if a guy comes along and stimulates her mind, and the sex is half as good, she's gonna be like, I want that mind thing, like understanding somebody, and it's rooted in conversation. It's just rooted in conversation.
My biggest thing, honestly, is I have a weakness for smooth talker. Mm-hmm. And especially too, like, to get called out on shit. Like, oh, you normally get away with that? Oh, that's how you... Like, I don't know what you're saying, it's true. When people call you out on stuff...
Is that why women like assholes? Do assholes keep... but assholes, I think, they have more of a tendency to call women out on shit.
Okay, here, I have a theory. I have a theory about that. Here, no. Listen. I have a theory on that, okay?
Oh, this is getting fun, man.
Listen. I have a theory, okay? First of all, women don't like assholes, but I'll explain why typically women are with guys that aren't the greatest people. Women love passion, right? They want to feel desired. Even Oprah did a study. What's the number one thing all women want? To feel desired, right? Typically, not all the time, but typically the guy that you're going to be at the Mall of America that's going to be like, I fucking need you now, and throw you into the handicapped bathroom and fuck the shit out of you. That, you know what I mean? Or start going down, like, that type of person typically comes
the bad
with
boy.
Right, exactly. Who then isn't that nice, and that will like have sex in the car or at random places, or that just needs it all the time. That type of person, not all the time, but more so than not, has a character flaw where they don't really care about rules or they're whatever. So women deal with that because it's really fun. It's fun to have someone that is like spicy like that. It's enjoyable. That's why they deal with that. But no woman ever is like, I want like, it's not the asshole personality.
Yes.
It's the sex that comes with typically the guy that has like issues or whatever, or the passion behind that. Like if you've been through stuff, you have like this passion, right? They like that versus nice guys that don't. But you can be
they're too calm and too shy to really like call a woman out sometimes.
Have you ever
just call people out because they're worried that they're gonna like hurt their feelings? You know.
I have a friend. Oh, sorry.
Go
you
ahead.
can go.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
I'll go. I have a friend that there was two different guys, right?
Yep.
One of them, if they were in a fight and he goes, he's like, tries to have sex with her, and she would say no, he'd go and sulk in a corner. The other guy, who was not a good person, but he would try to have sex after a fight, and she'd be like, no, and he goes, that's my pussy, I don't give a fuck, and then like start ripping her panties off and like going at it. No, it's her boy. It's her man. Okay, but I'm just saying.
But just because it's your man, if she doesn't want to do it at the time.
Well, but it wasn't. It wasn't like okay. I'm not trying to condone any of that. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's more like a I'm mad at you type thing where.
The angry sex.
Right, the angry sex versus the, you don't want me, like and so, the guy that is the nicer person is the one that did that. So women that want like that passion and aggression, a lot of times. It's from that guy, which not all the cases, but that's typically why girls say they don't want nice guys because they want that. So if a guy can be a nice guy and have crazy passion and be spontaneous, you're looking at a win-win situation.
Doug, let me ask you this: how important is a woman's?
I do have standards, and I feel like there has to be physical attraction there. I think true love, you're attracted to them physically, mentally, and spiritually. I honestly believe that. That's
Dang, I like that.